Hey everyone, welcome back to the Gimbal Builders Podcast. In this episode, we reflect on a great chat with Eric, a pioneer in FPV with roots going back 2 decades. We riff on everything from launching an FPV hardware startup, using Steam decks as ground stations, to the potential of OpenIPC and software stabilization. We also talk community connection and how ideas can move from hobby to industry. Plus, you'll hear a few big dreams about product development and why we're not afraid to go off script. Let's get to it. Yeah, it was so much fun talking with Eric.
Yeah, what an interesting dude. Super cool.
Works hard
Yeah.
on his projects.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's interesting. Like he's got several moving pieces, and it's like FPV cars is just one sort of challenge he wanted to take on among them. But yeah, super interesting. And yeah, I mean, he's been doing FPV cars since what do you say, 2004, 2001 or something? And
Yeah,
like
it was like that.
2 decades of doing this stuff.
I think I'm still older than him, but whatever.
I think we're probably about the same age, but he's older in RC car years probably.
Yeah, for
Because I
sure.
definitely, I
I only
definitely
got
got
into it
out
like
of
three
it.
years ago.
I was into it in the like 90s, 80s, 90s, and then I got out of it, and then I got back into it again. So yeah, but yeah, it's super neat. Um, it's just so cool to like, have a call and like make a connection with people out there in the community. Like you can't, like, it just goes so far beyond what like Facebook posts and like other, you know, text or social media or whatever
Mm.
can ever like do in terms of like, meeting a person. You know what I mean? And even this is like, you know, eventually we will get to hang out, but we'll do a Portland trip, something like that, or the
Likewise.
Pacific Northwest meet, and it'll just be like over the top for sure. So
Well, it's basically like taking my kids to Europe in a car ride. Come see you.
yeah, yeah,
Not
international travel.
far. Hey, did you hear about We Bleed FPV and the declaration of a industry
I
or a community to sponsor an industry around this?
I saw what. So what's your take on that one? I read through their
That's
post.
rad.
Yeah, they want to have like an industry summit and
Oh, I
start
can
building,
for sure.
just doing more
No, it's
made
great. It's
in,
great declaration to do that.
yeah, they want to get more stuff. Well, I don't know. What's your take on it? They want more built in USA stuff. I mean, it
My
could only
take
be
on it,
good.
honestly, is it's fun, so why not do this kind of shit?
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I
Who's
mean,
gonna
drone
sponsor
industry is
me?
huge.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Will they sponsor me? They should. That'd be sweet.
Mm.
But yeah, if there's more, building, FPV and drones, RC as an industry in North America, USA, Canada, wherever, I mean,
Mm.
there's a lot of potential there, you know? I mean, we see drones and this equipment, used more and more in like scientific, industrial, agriculture, all sorts of industries, really. So yeah, why
It's a
not
part
do
of
more? I
automation.
mean, in line with the sort of the political landscape of the time, I mean, we're seeing the US push further away from China, especially. Oh my God, those guys are not getting along right now. So it's like, well, let's do drones in America. I mean, it makes sense. And there are companies that do it, uh,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
maybe this will help them blow up a little bit.
if anybody were to
Get
seriously
huge.
pitch um at like private equity level funding for projects in this domain, I'm sure it could get
Mm,
funded. Yeah. It'd have to be ready to run product, which is going to put the price tag at like, you know, $1,000 to $2,000.
hmm
I mean, that's current pricing, that's 2024 pricing.
yeah. My mind just instantly goes to like which of the things I've built would be appropriate, um, make up an appropriate product line, you know.
The slash, I mean,
It's
slash is a good
the
one.
slash. Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Standoff body mounts.
That would be the bread and butter, like that would be the major seller,
Mhm.
you know. And I see like, yeah, basically a micro, like uh, I don't know how much use other people would get out of the 128th build. I don't know if my situation is unique where
Mm.
I've got like
Hmm.
a big flat house with hardwood floors,
No, I think that's a
but
real potential market.
maybe something along those lines, maybe a little bit more off-roady, to get across carpet and like small obstructions
And the
in
TTO2 chassis is a nice 10 scale.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fun to think about a product that's
Oh yeah,
multi-platform.
yeah.
But I
Well, I
mean,
think that's what Ironquad was going for. It's like here's the FPV head tracker. I mean, they sort of gave you the killer combo because everyone wants head tracking, right? Even though they don't need it. Hot take. But no, everyone wants everyone wants the full experience. I think everyone should experience that to see what it's about. So head tracking, HD, gimbal stabilized, you know, you you want to experience it when you're coming into this because you want to see it's just really fun to play with and it is a really fun experience to have to operate your vehicle through. But yeah, I forget my point. But yeah, Iron Quad sort of
we
stepped in
should
with the one
we
meal
should try and
deal.
talk to those guys
Be interesting. Yeah.
for sure.
I'm not sure how big of an outfit it is.
A couple guys,
I'm
no doubt.
curious.
Could have a
Yeah,
four-way call.
probably. Yeah,
They'd be down.
probably.
It's a little late for them,
Uh,
maybe.
maybe. Where are they from?
Texas, I think.
Oh, really? Hmm. Yeah, they kind of nailed uh, the Zeke guys to the whole thing. And it's amazing what they've been able to do, honestly.
Hmm.
I don't know what sort of business sort of acumen they've got, but the fact that they were able to get FPV um, into my local hobby shop, on the
Hmm.
shelves, you know, and it wasn't long after that till I met a guy who was running it on his crawlers. You know what I mean? So I think, you know,
Hmm.
Mark, it's an expensive toy for sure, but people are definitely out there that are crazy enough to do it. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a matter of
Yeah.
time, no doubt. Part of what
Yeah.
was great about meeting Eric was him saying, like, this is one of a number of projects, and I'm
Yeah.
really busy with everything else in my life too. And it's
hmm
so much fun.
hmm Yeah. Yeah. I want one of those little 2D or not. Yeah, I guess it is like a 2D drone.
That
It just
sounds
kind of
fun.
flies at like a fixed height, but then you could go ripping around and like think about FPVing that because
Well, he
it would
would.
just be smooth. You wouldn't need a gimbal or nothing. You just FPV it like a drone, and then you just go shooting around the park between trees and stuff. It'd be hilarious.
Okay, so his
Super
thing is
fun.
real light that he's making.
I think it's pretty light. Yeah.
Okay, two channel. He said so, and no video transmitter. That's not part of his design on that single model. That's just for racing in the air.
I'm not sure, but I'd want to FPV it definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd definitely want to FPV that thing. So
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, and also I'm really curious how it flies. Is and he said there's a third button for takeoff and landing. So he's got a
Oh,
whole digital like flight controller system built in for this thing, and it's a
it must
quad.
be custom programmed. I wonder too, because it's got to track like its distance from the ground somehow. So I'm super curious like
Hmm.
how it all works. But he's like from what I've seen, he's definitely able to do some coding and is pretty
Yeah, he said he was in the BlackBerry Pi when they
savvy with
first came
stuff.
out.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
couple acres of
So,
land. I'm sure he's
yeah.
technical.
I just love, he strikes me as like one of these like outside of the box thinkers. You know what I mean? Like not concerned with what's normal, has an idea of a fun thing to do, starts building, and like technical challenges are just part of the fun and you know, trouble of the whole thing. So
Sometimes we
yeah,
feel like characters from a
super
South
interesting.
Park episode.
With that,
I'm sure. I mean, sometimes we all feel like characters from a South Park episode.
oh yeah, yeah,
Working hard.
yeah. Oh man, the number of times I drove myself crazy over the gimbal is like too many. It worked out.
Yeah, the ATQ. I mean, I
We
didn't say
won.
it so much, but just the plug and play and just stick it down with four, M3 bolts. It's like
Yeah,
definitely. I'm never building another Storm 32. We got
yeah.
five
No.
boards down here that I'll ship to you if you want.
Oh right, yeah. Oh man, I got to make it relevant again. I got to make it indestructible. Yeah, no, it is like thank goodness it's easier now because it was it was really tough. But like I think software stabilization, oh man.
So, can you tell me more what about that? Because
Okay.
you got to have, in addition to a video transmitter and camera, some hardware. What's up?
It's all on your ground station.
Oh,
So your HD video camera sends the signal to your ground station, which is like a PC in this case. And the PC essentially reads the signal it's getting and locks on to a couple pixels in that video feed and just pans your view.
mm-hmm.
So it creates the appearance of a uh, stable image. Now you do lose some, uh,
Yeah, fidelity.
yeah, because it's kind of like, I mean, it's not. There's different ways to do it, but essentially it's just panning the 1080p image around to stabilize the background on it. So you might have like, yeah, I mean, you're kind of losing pixels, but given that you need no mechanical gubbins
Right.
in
You just
your
hot
car,
glue it to your car.
it's just like mounting a regular camera. You just
Yeah.
hard mount it wherever you want. Maybe
So
add a pan servo, all the usual stuff, and then it's
so
just like some brute force processing on the ground side that stabilizes the image. The drawback, we're gonna have to see, well, how much latency is there? What kind of ground station do you need to be able to do that? Is it as mobile as like a pair of goggles? So there's everything gets chucked into the balance again, right? So, uh, it just depends on your application, really. So like Eric was charging around his house. He's got a big yard to run around in.
Yeah.
So his ground station can be as elaborate as he wants it to be. It could be a full desktop
You know what
PC,
I'm curious about?
right? Yeah,
The Steam Deck.
there's some powerful hardware,
It is, and
definitely.
it runs Linux,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
got the game controller on it, so you can do mapping to servo channels, no doubt.
right. Woo, that'd be pretty
Interesting
crazy.
idea.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting idea, because it would take something like this for it to make plug and play cheap ground unit, like not ground
yeah.
unit, but I mean like the car hardware stuff doable.
It's crazy too, because like say OpenIPC, their camera and ground station, like their ground stations aren't that expensive. So, you could potentially, instead of spending $500 on DJI goggles, you take that money and you spend it on like a Steam Deck or something, computer hardware to receive the signal. And you know, maybe that's just how it's got to go. Maybe that's where the budget goes. But yeah,
I could see it as a black
so
box attached.
yeah,
Yeah, you would need to. I mean, let me just actually think about that for a second. I mean, yeah, no, you wouldn't. So here's how it could work. Honestly, here's how it could work. If all of the processing and management of the video transmitter stuff is handled on the hardware of the PC, which it would be, then
mm,
it then I think it could join the Wi-Fi network that would be generated by the video transmitter.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
so okay. The only problem in is we gotta actually route through the video transmitter signal through basically a flight controller. Then we got to add a flight controller to be able to use it
no, I
for the
don't think
servos.
so. Oh, oh, yeah, I don't know how the whole system would stack up,
Well, yeah,
but
there's an 8 channel wire coming out of the video transmitter for those signals that I think normally you buy your DJI video transmitter and that gets plugged into the flight controller. So those signals are used, and it's S bus and PWM and these other things we're semi familiar with. It's just a matter of a research breakdown. But um, yeah, again, don't have time for it. And I don't have actually a PhD in electrical engineering or computer science, which would be really helpful if we were going to crack this hardware.
there's there's a ton of potential in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like once you get into, I think the key might be is just having a really good ground station. And we see like on the car side of things, people want like a complete sim style setup with like the wheel and the pedals.
Mm.
So, if these guys don't mind dragging that stuff out to the field, well, a small computer and a screen for
Yeah, there's
your
real
ground
potential with
station
Steam Deck.
isn't, yeah, 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 a small, super powerful computer with a screen in it. I mean, yeah, and if you could route your controls through it or plug in peripherals, I mean, holy crap. And then, you multiply the value in your investment because you take it home and you play freaking Fortnite or whatever, as well. It's like a
Okay.
full-fledged computer, you know what I mean? So
JP, I have a proposition for
give
you.
me an excuse to buy a Steam Deck, is all I'm saying.
You bet. It's 9:04 on Thursday, 17th, 2025. I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
Write the patent up for this stuff.
Oh my
Yeah, and
God. Oh my
we'll
God.
just go submit it as a patent. And it's the whole routing of hardware from video transmitter through flight controller
Whew.
to a Steam Deck as a black box with a plug-in. And then that's all we gotta do. We just gotta do paperwork, buddy. You up for some little paperwork?
I could look at paperwork.
I mean,
I don't
I've
know if a
been known
lawyer's
it to
got to
be
be
my
involved on
specialty.
this one. We're getting some ideas though. I mean, we're starting to. I think we're honing in on.
I don't, yeah, we don't have the technical expertise to do it, but now the $2,000 kit package is more sounding realistic as a price tag, including a frame and a
Mm,
whole shebang or whatever.
hmm Yeah, it's a tough nut to crack for sure.
Mm. Actually, a product that would go to market, it needs to be like under $1,000.
Yeah,
But
you
a
know,
plug and play into a Steam Deck and um yeah, a video camera platform on a
oh,
car is easily done for that.
I really see OpenIPC just blowing the doors wide open on this whole thing. You know, it was because of OpenIPC that Eric was able to come up with some. I started looking into how he did it,
Mm.
and there's an online tool package for video and whatever, and it's pretty common. And I think how it worked was Eric wrote some code to use the tools in that package to stabilize the image. He kind of describes it in one of his videos, and yeah, I'm like totally blown away. But the bottom line is like when we have uh, open hardware or open source stuff, it lets people build onto it in ways to suit their use scenario. So like for ground, we need things stabilized, whatever. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
that's why I'm kind of keyed into this whole open IPC project. I just see it like, really uh, letting people take off with this whole thing. So
Well, it'd be
yeah, we'll
fun to
see.
build an adapter between that hardware and the Steam Deck.
Well, I'm waiting for, it shouldn't be too hard. It's just a Wi-Fi dongle.
It might be.
It's a Wi-Fi dongle, and then the Steam Deck can
Attached to it.
probably, well, it's
JP, we're
the
almost out of time, buddy.
viewer, just let me get this one thought out. The viewer, I see it was written for Windows, so I wonder if there's a way to run it in Linux.
Well, we can also just install Windows in the damn thing.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
we're almost out of
All
time.
sorts of all sorts of interesting ideas here. Okay, thanks, Matt, for pulling this together.
You bet.
I appreciate you, man. Great chatting
Likewise.
with you. Yeah,
Likewise. This is the most fun part of everything we're doing. So
yeah,
glad we
super
can
good.
share it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay, stay well. I got a long weekend here, so who knows what I'll get up to, but it might be something success. We'll see.
Enjoy your time. Stay in touch.
Okay, yeah, we'll do.
Be well.
Okay, ciao, buddy.